Hi, my name is Tanya Szabo. I'm a U.S. Army veteran who is creative. Wanting to be able to utilize my creativity in my next career, I thought that web development would be a good fit for me, so I enrolled in the Savvy Coders Full Stack Web Development Program. When thinking about what my capstone project would be, I realized that drawing from personal experience would help me stay engaged and focused while completing this project. I implemented Agile by breaking the project down into phases and emphasizing on continuous collaboration and improvement. When you're offered an opportunity that could be your next big break, you take it. That is how I found myself on a one-way flight to Mexico with a 50-pound duffel bag and a pair of high heels. I was offered a contract to model in Mexico for the summer, and I was determined to make a small splash in the fashion world. However, I returned home shortly after with a few photos that I paid for and a considerably lower balance. I quickly learned that opportunities and chances are paid for, unless you know somebody who knows somebody. In the world of social media, combined with the drive to create, networking should be simple. However, the beauty attracts predators, and they spoil the art, adding to the never-ending list of model war stories. Every single story I've heard had the same exact theme: lack of affordability, the need for experience, and the desire to establish a connection caused these creatives to compromise their safety. I want to build an application that would be a major platform for creatives of all experience levels to network and collaborate. A lot of individuals either have talents that go unnoticed or potential that never gets discovered. Starting out in the fashion industry is challenging because it's expensive and it requires this experience. Along with financial dependency and the prerequisites, it is so easy for beginners to be taken advantage of and be placed in unsafe situations while searching for just a crumb of opportunity. My application is called Cobalt. Create, collab, and connect. The purpose of Cobalt is to create a safe network for creatives, which include photographers, models, stylists, and makeup artists, to collaborate with each other based on their selected location for free. Cobalt connects members of the fashion industry for people who are interested in collaborating with other creatives, and they're able to post time for photo job requests, which provide opportunities. This allows each party to mutually benefit by exchanging their skills, gaining experience, and adding to their portfolio. Currently, safety is not prioritized in most of the platforms that creatives use. I plan to prioritize safety in the future by implementing security features such as profile verification through possibly ID or facial recognition, and then also account approval from the admins. I would also like to connect to Instagram in order to verify these profiles and make the creatives feel a little bit more safe, knowing that it's not a one and done creation and it's something that has a little bit more history behind it. Now it's time for me to show off a little bit of my code. I'm going to be presenting my screen right now. At the very beginning, with my wireframe, I knew right off the bat that it was going to be named Cobalt. I just took a few letters from each word of the logo to create Cobalt. I also knew I kind of wanted a purple theme, and I already knew the pages I wanted. Features of the week was something that I decided because I wanted users to be able to get their photos randomly pulled and pasted onto the home page so they could get discovered easier. That is something I will be implementing in the future. Every view is pretty typical, like I said, and I did stick mostly to the script. Next, let's show off the code. So here are my views. I have each page of the HTML in separate view files to enable smooth and dynamic responses to the user's requests, allowing content to update immediately when a user performs an action. Here in my index.js, I was able to request data to send to my API, then I logged the data. I made a post request to the API to create new posts. And then here is my CSS. I am most proud of it because it changed about 1,000,000 times, but I was finally able to create something that I liked enough to keep. This project is not exactly what I envisioned at first. I deleted my project countless times. I cried, I pulled all-nighters just to realize I had to start from scratch. I learned a lot because I was starting with absolute zero knowledge. I spent way too much time reconstructing my CSS, and every failure I've had taught me a new way to work through my issues. I feel like one of my biggest struggles was asking for help. I would drive myself mad trying to discover what was wrong with my code, but I would try to figure it out all on my own. Agile has helped me value teamwork and helped me become a little more comfortable asking for help because I'm realizing that it's not a weakness, it's a strength. So here on my homepage, I did talk a little bit about features of the week, and that is just what this is doing. Here I have my API for New York, simply because even though Cobalt is going to be something global, I am starting small with New York City. The weather is something I implemented just to help creatives know the weather for if they're going to be shooting on set or location. Here's my About page. It is just about my vision and why I decided to start Cobalt. Here's a Connect page where you can message me with any questions, concerns, issues with the app. And then for the JavaScript, my Create page, you select your creative, and then you select the borough in New York City, and then you will select a gender, you will write your name, and then you will describe your project. And then you can go to your collab page. It's a work in progress, but it will list the collabs that are listed. And then here's a little key that kind of tells you what everything is. This is my project. I had a wonderful time learning about code, and I am very excited to learn more in the future. Thank you.